It's my last live that I'm going to be doing this late at night. For me, it's only 8 PM, but for a lot of people that jump on my live, it's much later. Nobody's here yet, but that's okay. I just finished watching Diane's live, and she has a gardening channel, and it was her very first solo live, and she had some big announcements, and it was super cool. And Debbie Sue was there. Debbie Sue was on Diane's live. Debbie Sue, you were also on Jay and Steve's live today. JB had a live. And there's Debbie. I kind of have a fun topic tonight, you two. I was thinking, to keep it light, I, live near, not super near, but like LA, Hollywood. It doesn't take too long for me to get there. And so one would think I've seen many celebrities, but I have not. But I have seen a few. I've seen hello, I'm at Sarah's festival. Ooh, and I can't hear, but I wanted to step in and say hi. She's saying hi to everyone. And there's Mama Fox. So what we're talking about is any famous people or celebrities I've seen in my life. And also, oh, Sawdust, that makes sense. Barbara's at the Sawdust Festival, which is so fun. That's in Laguna Beach. By you, Mama Fox. Anyway, I'm going to tell you, and Mama Fox, you're going to remember this. We were at the airport going on some sort of trip, and who did we see in the airport? Do you remember? Phil Collins. We've seen Phil Collins at the airport. Who else have I seen at the airport? Probably LAX, as a matter of fact. I had to write him down, Sissy Spacek. We were going on the 8th grade field trip, which they go to Washington, D.C. and Virginia and Boston and New York. Anyway, Sissy Spacek was in the airport. Yes, Phil Collins. Okay, and I've only seen a couple more people. Hi, Roz, and good folks. Now, when I was, gosh, I don't know how old I was, but we went to Washington, D.C. And of all places to see somebody, I saw a celebrity in Washington, D.C. And it was so age appropriate because she was from I think it was from the Facts of Life. I think it was from the Facts of Life. Does anyone remember that show? So I ran into, I have to write her name down, Kim Fields, and she played Tootie on the Facts of Life. I was so excited. I actually asked her if I could take a picture with her. Now, when I saw Phil Collins and Sissy Spacek, I was just like, that's cool. I see them. I'm not going to mess with them. No way. Oh, it was Sting? Or maybe you've seen Sting. Mom, I swear it was Phil Collins, because Sting, I would know. Because, like, hello, the police, Mom. Debbie Sue, love the Facts. Like, me and Debbie like a lot of the same stuff. So, and the last person I saw that is a celebrity was at the Long Beach Aquarium. She was there with her kids, and it was Laura Dern from Jurassic Park, and she's been on lots of other things, but that's just what I'm going to say. And of course, whenever I see someone sort of famous, which hasn't been many people, and I'm probably forgetting some, I just kind of like I don't want to be like, hey, can I have your autograph? Oh yeah, I just remember another one. Because I don't want to, I don't want to get in their space. So, but Rich, Motorcycle Man, when he sees someone and he knows a lot of the news anchors, the local news anchors too, like he sees them and he wants to go say hello and just introduce himself and stuff. So he did go up to, I stayed way far away, but he went up to Laura Dern and he kind of chatted with her and told her that he loved, her acting and movies and stuff. So anyway, hi Sally, you're awake. You're awake. Oh my gosh, Sally's awake. Yes, you are correct. I'm wrong. Okay. I thought it was Phil Collins' mom because I remember we were talking about him being kind of short, but or shorter than we thought he was. um s- Debbie, you take the good, you take the bad, and there you have the facts of life. Oh, she's singing the song. Oh my gosh. And Blair, remember Blair? There's Tootie Blair. My hair is kind of like the lady that kind of watched over them. I don't even remember her name though. Um, okay. The other person that I have seen, and it's maybe it's not like a top celebrity, but I really love reality TV. And so I used to watch Little Women LA because a lot of the places they would go to, let me tell you, it wasn't LA. They just called it Little Women LA, but they weren't hanging out in LA. I mean, they had their LA outings, but they kind of hung out around where I live. And so when I liked Tara, and I don't know her last name, but I saw her at our local farmers market on my birthday one year, and she has a YouTube channel too, by the way. After she did Little Woman LA, she just did a YouTube channel, and she still has it to this day. And so I was watching her YouTube when I would go to the gym, and I'd be working out watching Tara. I think her channel's called like Little Mama. And I went up to her and I was like, "Oh, I just love your YouTube channel and I really like you." Oh my gosh. She was not she was not happy to see me, and she was very kind, and I felt very terrible, and it was my birthday, and I was just like, "Dang." Her brother was with her. He was very nice, but she wasn't that nice, honestly. Oh, okay, here we got some names for the Facts of Life. Joe and Natalie. Yes. Oh, Joe. Yeah. Joe is sort of like so cool, right? Um, yeah, Mrs. Garrett. Don't I look like Mrs. Garrett? So, oh, Molly's still talking about Mrs. Beasley. We've talked about Mrs. Beasley on here before. Um, I get Sting and Phil Collins mixed up for some reason. I'm not good with that stuff, Mom. They are so different. Um, but that's fine. Tracy, I watched that too. Of course, you did. Wait a minute, Debbie, you're talking about Little Women LA. We are so on the same page with the shows we watch. This is hilarious. You remember which one Tara was? She was kind of the one that was always stirring things up. So, oh, Garrett, not Beasley. Molly. Yeah, Mrs. Beasley was the house lead, the person that was over the girls. That's funny. Um, yeah, so Debbie even thinks that's funny, Molly. Um, so you watched it too, Sally, because you knew the show Polished that no one knew anything about, but you knew, and you weren't even on the live last night, but you came on the replay and you knew it's the show Polished. So, Debbie had a flat tire in Liz Taylor's what? Driveway when she was married to Virginia Senator John Warner. Always saw her in the Safeway, your Ralph's, our Ralph's, your Safeway, in a velour tracksuit. Oh my word. She would shop at the actual grocery store, Elizabeth Taylor. I'm shocked. I am so shocked. Oh my gosh. Um, yes, I did. Me too. Reality TV is my most favorite. I don't know what it is about it, but I am like, reality is my number one pick mostly. So yeah, Sally D's talking about Polished because she was reminding me about that. And Sally D's like reality TV, same. Maybe we just like the drama. I don't know. So Debbie Sue, Liz Taylor choked on a chicken bone in my home. What is going on with Liz Taylor in a local restaurant? That is whoa. Okay, so Debbie Sue is in Virginia. So or you are now. I don't know what your hometown would have been, but that is something else. I tell you what. Dang, Big Brother. So do any of you here, there's 7 of you here, have any more celebrity tales to tell. Anybody seen, and it could be a reality TV person, just like Tara, Little Women LA. Um, so you remembered when she choked on the chicken bone? And that's when I'm that's what I'm wondering if you remember. It's so hard to like kind of know because you guys aren't audibly speaking to me. I'm just pulling you in. Um, oh, Richard Simmons. Sally, where did you see Richard Simmons? He was wild. And rest in peace, Richard. Also, Liz Taylor, rest in peace. Um, I tutored on Dance Moms. What? So because the kids didn't go to like real school, like, right? They weren't in a classroom, so they had to get schooling on set. That's what you mean, right? Sally D, every time you come to Pittsburgh, I would go see him. And the one time I was pregnant with Matt and I got on stage and danced with him. Oh, because he was all about the short shorts and his tank top and getting everyone going. Oh my gosh. Okay, no way. Because Debbie, Deanne, Diane Keaton is like one of my favorite actresses. So let's just calm down a minute. Debbie said Diane Keaton was on my flight from Houston to LAX. She does dress like Annie Hall in real life. Oh my gosh. When I was on Instagram, I would stalk her Instagram page. So I want to know, did you talk to her, Debbie? I need to know this. Debbie Sue, you did, Sally. I watched Dance Moms. Of course you did, Debbie Sue. Of course you did. And we have Joshua in the house. Good evening, Joshua. Good evening. Mama Fox, one of the Orange County housewives, lived across the street from me. Yes, it was Gretchen. Does anyone remember Gretchen from Orange County Housewives? She was kind of like in, not recent, but back a ways. She lived across the street from my mom. That's right. Good old Gretchen. Molly, my sister looks like Diane Keaton. Why can't I say Diane tonight? Keaton. Yeah, well, it kind of counts because that's really cool, Molly, that your sister looks like Diane Keaton. I think Diane Keaton is beautiful, and I actually love her style. So, and she has her own wine too. And do you know that she drinks wine with ice in it too? Even red wine. Diane Keaton drinks red wine with ice. So, okay, here we go, Molly. Thank you, Molly, for being here. By the way, thank you. Oh, and your sister acts just like Diane Keaton too? Oh, she must be really cool, Molly. Molly, yes, it counts. Yeah, I thought so too. Mrs. West, I like that, Joshua. Okay, Debbie, I didn't talk to Diane Keaton, we're talking, but she was very friendly to others, chatting and taking photos while she was waiting for the ride. Okay, I feel like she's just such a cool, you know, Debbie Sue, you're always talking about how you're a little bit quirky and eccentric. Well, I feel like Diane Keaton is like that, and I am in love with her. So I'm getting all discombobulated. Okay, here we go. Molly. I think Mama Fox, aka Tracy's mom, looks like Barbara Eden from my dream from Dream of Jeannie. Did you hear that, Mom? Oh my word. Talking about that show, Dream of, what is it called? Genie, whatever. Dream, I can't say it. I haven't had that much to drink. This is just excitable me. I dream of Jeannie. That's what I'm trying to say. Remember, she'd go in her little bottle and it was like all these pillows around and stuff. I loved I Dream of Jeannie. Roz, I spoke to Muhammad Ali when I worked for an attorney and he touched my long hair. He was such a sweet man. Oh my gosh. And I think his daughter has been on a few reality shows, speaking of. But yeah, Muhammad Ali, super awesome boxer. Debbie Sue, I never watched any of the Housewives shows, but I know a lot of them because they are on a lot of other reality TV shows like The Traders. Now that I don't know. I don't know that show, Debbie Sue. Um, Jen, you're here. Hi, lovely Tracy and friends in the chat. We are somehow talking about celebrity sightings, celebrity stories. We're hearing some good ones. It's so amazing to me. I can't even believe it. Oh, wait, Jen. Are we talking housewives? We kind of were, because we were talking about celebrities we've seen. And Gretchen, who was on one of the seasons, lived across from my mom at one point. Um, look at it's Rhonda. Howdy. She's saying howdy to everyone. Okay, here we go, Molly. I saw Sylvester Stallone uh, in 1993. I think that would have made me 23 in Seattle when he was with his girlfriend, now model wife. He's short. Actually, that doesn't surprise me because he seems kind of stocky. So that kind of doesn't surprise me. So, oh my gosh, this is so fun talking about possible. Oh my gosh, here's your biggest fan, Rhonda, Sally D. She loves you. Oh, she loves you. So, what else should we talk about? It's only been 16 minutes. Um, this is my last live at 8 o'clock p.m. my time because I'm going to get back to normal life pretty soon. My husband met Toby Mack. Okay, I know who he is. On a plane the day after we watched him perform at our fair 2 years ago. My husband has a great picture of the two of them. All of us were so jealous. Okay, because he's a Christian singer, right? Like a contemporary Christian. Um, Everyone's saying hello in the comments. Debbie Sue, well, poo. I live in the boonies and never see anybody. Oh, but you did tell us that you knew about Elizabeth Taylor choking on a chicken bone in your hometown. And I think that counts, Debbie Sue, because Elizabeth Taylor is among one of the most, classic movie stars. What was that Velvet movie? Is it Blue Velvet? Um, oh, she was a stunning lady. Debbie, I didn't see him, but Sylvester Stallone and his girlfriend came to view the farm my dad was managing as a potential real estate purchase. Wow. That's so they were considering, is that Texas? Did your dad also live in Texas or some other? I know you've been to different areas, Debbie, in your life. You've lived in different areas. But of course, when I think of Sylvester Sly, let's just call him Sly, I think of Rocky and I think of Rambo. But Rocky, who's near Philadelphia? Anyone? Those stairs that he ran up, that was cool. Okay, it was Virginia. Virginia. I was thinking not Texas. There's Catherine. Thank you for being here, Catherine. Oh, it was National Velvet, not Blue Velvet. What do I know, Mom? That I don't even think I saw the movie, but I just know about it. Hi, Catherine. You know who I thought was a beautiful actress, and I'm so sad that she didn't live longer, was Natalie Wood. I thought Natalie Wood was so beautiful. And of course, I liked her in Rebel Without a Cause with James Dean. That was really a great one. Okay, everyone is saying hello. Friday's been pretty good because it's one day closer to Saturday, which is I'll be able to sleep in my own bed. I'm very excited about that. Debbie Sue, are you from BSG? Which I don't even know what that means. PSG. Not good with initials. So hopefully Debbie Sue will address that. When they were filming Texasville, I met Jeff Bridges. Oh my goodness. I also know who he is. I can't say I could name a movie, but doesn't he have a brother? Like there's brothers in that family? I don't know. Um, yeah. And you're already in Saturday, right? Because you live in the future. Roz, my first husband and I were married by, I thought you were going to say by Harry Connick Jr. I was like, what? But you were married by Harry Connick Jr.'s mom, who was a judge. That is something to talk about. It would be really cool if he was there singing at your wedding too. Like that would be really, or at the courthouse or wherever it was you were married. Wouldn't that be something else if he was out there singing? Okay, so Big Stone Gap. I need to get out more because I've never even heard of Big Stone Gap. But Debbie says that is where I grew up until I married, and I only live. Okay, so Debbie Sue grew up in Big Stone Gap until she got married, and I only live about 4 miles from there now. That sounds like me, Debbie Sue. Another something we have in common. I live less than 4 miles where I grew up, and Motorcycle Man lives literally next door to where he grew up. So that's how far we go. Okay. I went to college in Wise for 2 years and met some of my best friends there. Wow, that's super cool. Oh, my face itches. This is some good conversation here. Just really lighthearted stuff. I love it. Debbie, wow, Debbie, I live in Appalachian now. My sister lives in Wise. So you guys know the area. Debbie Sue and Debbie, the two Debbies, are very familiar with the Virginia area. Tracy, watched the movie called Big Stone Gap. Okay, there's a movie. So then it probably shows a lot of the scenery there, which would be cool to see. So here's Evie. Here's our Evie. How are you, Evie? You have such a beautiful smile with your bird. I feel like that's a new profile picture. And I also was hearing you, what live were we on? And you were talking about you just had changed the name of your channel. You were on the live with Karen. It was like you guys were kind of talking about stuff. I jumped on that for a little bit. I caught a little bit of that. And you were talking about revamping your name of your channel and including your name, which I like. Debbie Sue, yes, you need to watch the movie Big Stone Gap. Okay, I need to write it down or I'll forget. Big Stone Gap. Sometimes, because my name is not in my channel, and so when I go on lives and stuff, unless someone knows me, they're not going to know who the heck I am. They're like, hey, Life in the Wild West. Sometimes I think my name should be in it, especially because I spell my name with an IE. And so it should be somewhere, maybe my channel. I don't know. Sometimes I put it in the intros of my videos. I'll be like, hi, I'm Tracy from Life in the Wild West. So, okay, lots of people saying hello. Yeah, I think last night I had about 6 of you, and tonight I have 9. That is a really big deal for you night owls. So, Evie, you got on here a little bit late, but we were talking about any celebrities that you may have seen in your lifetime. And I know you said you were born in San Francisco, and I forgot where else. And then you're in Texas now, but have you seen any celebrities? Just as a side note. Molly, I am watching the series with Jeff, All Creatures Big and Small. It was filmed in 1979 and ran for 12 years. We love it. Big and small, that's like how when I say the little big things. What is big and small? What could that even be about? I've never heard about it. So, Evie, have not seen any celebs. That kind of surprises me for some reason. I'm going to get down lower. Here we go. I like to sit on the floor. There, that's better. I always feel better sitting on the floor. Okay, and I think Molly, you like to sit on the floor too. You do a lot of your filming sitting on the floor, I notice. So you must be super grounded, because you like to sit on the floor. I I'm going to take a drink because nobody's saying anything. So, So Diane, who was here last night, did her very first live this evening, and I got to see some of it, and she did amazing. Let's see. Rhonda, I FaceTimed you. That's okay. That's funny. Yeah, you did FaceTime me. I guess I do look like, who did I say I look like? I have to go up there. What is her name? Mrs. Garrett. Yeah, I look like Mrs. Garrett. So yeah, yeah. Tracy, you're just going to be chill at home. Oh well, yeah. I'm probably can you imagine? I have the massage chair. I have a jacuzzi. I have all the things that make one relaxed. So I can pick my poison, if you will. I can sit in the jacuzzi under the stars, or I can sit in my massage chair. Ugh, love it. I can't wait. I'm seriously, I can't wait. But we do have a big day ahead of us tomorrow. It's not going to just be instant chill. No, it's not. It's good. It is going to be probably in the evening. It'll be then. Okay, what's Molly saying? Molly, yeah, I do like to sit on the floor. Maybe I should do a live with Pip and me on the floor. Yes, you were talking about doing lives, Molly, and I think you should do a live with Pip. Pip is Molly's cat, cutest cat in the world, always trying to get in on her videos. So, and there is my buddy T. Friday night, and here we all are on a live with Tracy. And I just saw you, T. I saw you on Diane's live, and I introduced you to. I introduced both of you to each other. So, Debbie, a series about James Herriot, a vet in England, all creatures great and small. So he's a vet. Okay, that makes sense. PBS has been doing a wonderful remake for the last few years. I think they are on 5 seasons of the remake. Okay, I have something to say and I don't want to forget it, but I want to read these. Molly, you should have a steak and potato with a glass of red wine and rich, because Molly knows my heart, and my favorite food is steak and potatoes and red wine, because she knows me. That sounds so good. Catherine, I used to be a flight attendant, and I had Cliff Richard on a flight, and I have a photo with him and Princess Anne on another one, but she was in first class. So I saw the back of her head. Oh my word. Of course, flight attendants are going to see celebrities. That is a given. That is pretty cool. So Jen saying hi to T. T, you did, and you introduced me to Molly. Yeah. So that, and you and Molly are great friends, T. Like you two really are great friends. Debbie Sue, that is great series on PBS. I've been watching it. Gosh, I gotta. How are you watching these things, Debbie Sue, when you're always supporting us on YouTube? Because I see you on some lives. So Debbie, we are going to watch that one when we're done with this one. That'll be interesting too, to see the remake versus the original. Oh my gosh. It's Karen from Australia. Yo. Oh my word, Karen. What the world? Wow. You're here. This is so good. So Molly, so glad T that Tracy introduced us. That's what I call networking friends. So Evie, Debbie Sue is like oxygen. She is everywhere. That is so true. She's such a beautiful soul, Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue is a beautiful soul, and I would love to find those candies that you've been looking for. And I can't think of the name, but they're Werther's, and I would love to find those. Debbie knows how to address Karen very well. Good day. And I can't even say it right. So it's 1:30 there. Just got to the gym on the treadmill, so can't talk much. Good job, Karen. Can I say that on here? You're killing it. I think I can say that. T, you're saying you also introduced me to Jennifer, our lovely lady from Alaska. I, I, yeah, I do remember that happening too. And then I get so happy that then I see you all chatting with each other. And it's not just a little chat, it's like we are all consistent on supporting one another's channels. I see it. So, Molly, wow, it would be winter now in Australia, right? It is. In fact, when you want, if you don't know Karen, she's at home with Karen, really doing great on her fitness and health journey right now. She has the most coolest animals you've ever seen. And she's talking about sometimes how it feels a little chilly there because it's winter. So, Joshua, I'm about to head to the gym shortly for midnight workout. So you must go to like a 24-hour fitness. Wow. So spring starts on September 1st. Okay, almost spring. Okay, this is what I wanted to say before. I know so much is going on. Yes, Joshua is young. That is why he's going to the gym at midnight. So who remembers the Breakfast Club? Even though we're of all ages here, I know that everyone has to remember the Breakfast Club. And it is this is really just terrifying to say, but it is their 40th anniversary of that movie. And they're going to have it playing in the theaters for a very short amount of time in September. So Joshua's saying, I do, Mrs. West. And yeah, that is dedication, Joshua. We're all giving you like Joshua. Wow. Joshua, my son goes to the gym at 2 a.m. because then no one's there. And that's pretty cool because then you're by yourself almost. Joshua is saying for us, fall starts on September 1st. So we're going to be celebrating fall, whereas Karen is going to be celebrating spring. So I love that movie too. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about Breakfast Club. Okay, because here we come. It's coming in, the Breakfast Club talk. You just rewatched it. Well, I want to watch it in the big screen if it's not too tickets sold out for all of us Gen Xers that want to see it. Oh, yeah, the reunions. I wanted to see that, but I don't think I have the streaming channel. So Joshua's an early millennial. That's why he's at the gym at midnight because he has so much more energy. Karen, I started watching that movie last week. What do you mean it was awful? Like, are you being sarcastic? Because there's no way. There's no way. Saw The Breakfast Club in the theater with my parents when I was 15. I know. I didn't realize I was so young when it came out. I felt older. It's called Anytime Fitness. That makes sense because you can go anytime you want. Catherine, I used to be a flight attendant and oh wait, how did I get back to that? We already talked about that. Did I get miscombobulated again? That's where I go to the gym. Mama Fox, Tracy, let's go watch Breakfast Club together. Yeah, in the theater. It's supposed to be in the theater. I would love that, Mom. That'd be so fun. You couldn't finish it. Why did you think it was so bad, Karen? It had Molly Ringwald. It had Judd Nelson, Anthony Michael Hall, Emilio Estevez. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Ali Sheedy. Oh my gosh, all the ones where they called them the Brat Pack, and they didn't like that. And that's what Evie was talking about. They have like a documentary on it, and they did not like being called the Brat Pack because there's the Rat Pack. Those are the cool, Frank Sinatra, blah, blah, blah. But then there's the Brat Pack, and that's my generation. So, Joshua, are you in Australia or do they have Anytime Fitness anywhere? Nope, he's not in Australia. I believe he's in V- Virginia, but I can't remember. Um, yeah, they were Breakfast Club, of course, 16 Candles. Um, why am I just blanking? Because I loved all those movies and John Hughes movies. Oh my gosh, to watch with your mom. I am jealous, Tracy. You should totally. I know, Molly. I wish you could come with us. That would be so fun. Um, Evie, all the characters were so different. We could relate to at least one of them. Pretty in Pink, St. Elmo's Fire. Yes, Pretty in Pink. I loved that so much. Molly Ringwald was a teen star. I loved her first name. Of course she did, but she didn't spell it right. She didn't spell it right. Um, Sally D, I have to get all these people put on my map. I bought a world map of the United States map to put pins in for all of our community. And she showed it off on her live the other day. It's so crazy how so many of us are like all spread out. Ferris Bueller's Day Off was good. That was so fun too. Was one, yeah, was one you always liked. Saying hello. I'm getting tired. Yeah, great idea with the map. Okay. Oh, I've gone over 30 minutes. Wow. Oh, reminiscing about these movies. I was trying to think of any other ones. There was Some Kind of Wonderful. Does anyone remember that one? I liked that one too. Um, Gosh, I loved those movies. But yeah, there was in Breakfast Club because there was like a jock, there was a nerd, there was like the weird girl. That was Ali Sheedy. I think Molly Ringwald was kind of like the Sochi one. Oh, I know it's nothing related, but Outsiders. I loved that movie too. Um, 15. The Thing. Okay, so the movie The Thing, I don't even think I know that one. Oh, wait. There's Mary. Yeah. Mary Stuart Masterson was great. Yeah, she was the drummer. She played the drums in that movie, Some Kind of Wonderful. And she was the best friend that had a crush on him, really. Um, Sally, you're still up. I know, usually she's asleep for my life, like, all the time. I remember The Thing. I love The Things. Okay, Karen, we're getting on to something here. It was scary. Yeah, because Karen's a little edgy, I'll tell you that. Um, oh, it's okay, RJ. You were on the phone with JJ. RJ, that's our girl. Why can't I do the heart anymore? There it is, right there. Because you know what? It's opposite of your looking. Um, The Sure Thing. I loved that movie. That I can't remember. The prequel, if I'm saying that right, is awesome. You must be talking about The Thing. Jen is saying hello to you, RJ. The Thing had Kurt Russell. Phew, getting hot in here. Like hot in your gym or hot in the chat, hot in the gym if you're on the treadmill, which Karen, I know you get bored on the treadmill. You told me. So, mm, oh, Mama Fox is talking about the Little Rascals. I love the Little Rascals. Molly, I was weird teen and loved the movie Yentl. I know, weird for a teen. Was that with Barbara Streisand? I remember it kind of. Big Fish was a great movie. Don't know that one, T. I got to figure that one out. RJ saying hi to y'all. Um, Hot from Kurt Russell. Okay. Wow. This is really great. But guess what? it's been over 30 minutes. So, yes to big fish. I think I'm going to, before I sign out though, let me just say, I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get back in the routine, but I was on JB's live today and he had his friend Steve on there, who you are very close with, Catherine. I don't know if you're still here, but well, you guys are still talking about movies over there, but let me just finish. Anyway, there's a lot of improvement that can go on with my channel, and I realize that. And there was something I want to try. And so many of you are creators in here, so I can talk like this. But I often just film whatever I'm going to talk about. I never have scripts. I always just off the cuff film, just like these. But who has a script really for lives? But maybe. Um, I am going to try something different. I will just film and then think of a title and create a thumbnail. But it has been said by people who have researched things that if you spend more time creating your thumbnail and coming up with a really captivating title and then film about it, that's a better process. And your video might do better. I don't know if it will, but it might. And I want to try it. So that's something I'm going to try when I get back. I did a video once saying, what can I give you as a viewer? What value can I give? Because as a vlogger, I always wonder, like, what value am I giving the viewer? And everybody's just talking about stuff over there. But I want to give value to the viewer. And like, for instance, when I was, Diane has her channels all about gardening and she gives garden tours, or you have people with art channels and their channels all about art, and niches notoriously do better than vlogs. Vlogs take a little bit longer to grow because it's about the person and you'd want to get to know the person. And that is a little bit more challenging. So not that I'm going to revamp my channel, but I'm going to maybe take a little bit more time in production. And so I don't know when my next video will come up because life's been pretty busy lately, but I do want to get a video out, like a long form, because I miss it. To me, it's my therapy, my voice, and also it is what am I trying to say? My creative outlet. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, Evelyn. Enjoy your night, Tracy. Thank you so much, Evelyn. I just met you. I just met you on a live today, and I have got to check out your channel. I believe interior design, which is super cool. Okay, that's what Karen is saying. A thumbnail can make or break a video, and I think that's true. And Jen has heard about that way of doing things as well. I can't come up with the title before I do a video, but I've heard the same. I know, because you really have to put thought into it, Evie. Like, you have to say, like, okay, I'm going to do a video kind of about this. And to me, it's almost doing it backwards, but I think it's really doing it in order. It's the beauty of having a channel. You get to try new things for sure. T, I have some ideas for you. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, T. I want to know your ideas so much. I am going to go because I'm actually very tired, and I need to get some good rest because I have a big day ahead of me. But this is my last late night live. So for all you night owls, thank you. For all of you living in Saturday already, thank you. And so until next time, peace, love, and keep going.